golden flashing will put total leather to crank us up. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. The offense set for a first down play. Out of the gun, the inside give. Got room at the 35. There he goes to the right. The 30. The 10. Touchdown, Oregon State. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Yeah, these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. The kickoff unit about to go to work. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Line gets set, first down. Looking for room, it's Daly. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Got 3 on first down, it's 2nd and 7. Now the play fake. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. It's caught. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. The toss to the right. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And that's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive of the game. That last carry got the first down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my O-line's playing, and I love the way this guy's toting the rock. I'm going to give it to him again.
And the golden flashes are on the move. Give to the running back. At the 35, he's open. Racing down the left side. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, golden flashes.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think Jesse, maybe give it to him again, or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
First down here for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. Fires into traffic, picked off. Got some room to run. And what a play and what a return as he takes it all the way back inside the 10.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing it. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense?
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Kent State!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Oregon State.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. It's complete. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Listen, QBs and wide receivers got to be on the same page, and you got to know when to throw that curl route. It's got to be on time, right when the wide receiver breaks so the DB can't catch up. Nice job, QB and wide receiver, being on the same page, getting some positive yards.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to pick it up on the ground and works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. The Beavers will hustle to the line.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And a great job by the linebacker. You can tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. Now he's going to break the pocket. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
On 3rd and short, the power run here. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
When I go into every game, I want to get my running back going. I want to get the ground game going, and he has. This afternoon, over 100 yards now, showed you a little bit of everything in the run game, and that's why this offense has been humming.
The Beavers are moving quickly down the field. Now on the option. Look out, he's got room. The expressway is wide open. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Beavers!
This quarterback is such a weapon on these designed QB runs. He's not trying to just go get first downs. This guy's a threat to take it the distance, and man, he did it right there.
Ready to try the point after. Splits the uprights. To a drive there of 84 yards. And they finish it off with an electrifying 45-yard run to the house. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On the option. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there. 3rd and long coming up.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
He'll toss it. Ripping through the defense. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And they may have caught the defense snapping there a little bit, David, maybe expecting pass on that 3rd down, but because of the back's effort now, fresh set of downs.
And it's so nice to have a guy that you can give the football on these 3rd down situations and feel confident you're going to continue to move the sticks.
They'll run the option. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
He wants to throw here on second down. Showing the arm strength to the left. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses...
And now the hit knocks it loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Man, this kickoff unit, they've got heat-seeking missiles running down the field with bad intentions. They hit that return man with authority, and that's what popped the ball loose.
Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The give to the back. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. They'll put the tight end in motion. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Looking to throw on second down. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Taking it the other way. He's inside the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Oregon State. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return.
Really nice drive by this offense. This is a top 10 defense. This is a challenge. They're going to make everything difficult. So when you can make some plays against this defense, you got to absolutely take advantage, create some momentum for your squad. Nice drive by this offense.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it.
14.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Didn't find much running room on first down. 2nd and 8 from their own 27. He's looking to throw. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Motion from the offense. Off the play fake. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
The Golden Flashes will line it up on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
We are going to do this. We got this.
That is the last thing you want on first down as an offensive sack. Now it's 2nd down. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll pitch it. Still on his feet at the 45. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. Offense in a split backfield. The back goes in motion. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Quickly complete. Hard running there. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
He'll try to do it himself. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain.
Defensively on 3rd and long, you are dropping deep. You are making sure you get at least to the sticks. They got a long way to go. Don't let them throw the football. Make them throw it underneath. And how about this quarterback? He does an unbelievable job scrambling around, now hitting the gas, picks up so many yards. Now he makes it a 4th down and manageable. So much easier on the offense.
Quarterback checking the play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Beavers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Running back searching for a hole. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of that.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Grabbed behind the line, it's Travis. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Tackle is made at the 37-yard line. It's third down.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third and long, try to convert through the air. He finds his man. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
Oh, man, this could have disaster written all over it. Going for it inside their own 40. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab, and he's got the first. And not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Using the quick game. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
Leaves it with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Did you see how fast he got to the ball carrier to get that tackle for loss? Wow.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. They'll go right back to it. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Oh, he's going to go for the return. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14th. Let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now, and you score so quickly. It's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Running to the left. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Gets it out quickly. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll try to pop the draw. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Oregon State 24, Kent State 14.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Buys a little time. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. How about that Mike linebacker bringing the heat right up the middle?
Right down Broadway, right in the middle of the defense. This is the guy that sees everything, makes all the calls, and you could tell he knew where he was coming downhill. It came wide open, and he comes to the quarterback and gets the sack.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Wide out in motion. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. They're trying to get to it. Flushed out of the pocket. He's got it down the right side. An I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
And the Golden Flashes are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Goes to the option. Runs through a tackle. Now the pitch. Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. They've made clutch, tough plays on this drive on third down. They need 1 more on 3rd and 7. Here comes the option. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And he's got the first down, design quarterback run. If I'm this offense, I got to get first downs, obviously, but I got to keep putting that foot on the gas. I got to accelerate, got to pick up the tempo, do everything I can to maximize my possessions.
The Golden Flashes trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. He'll wedge it in there on the quarterback sneak. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown. That big score makes the end of this game very interesting.
No doubt the offense got what they need. More work to do, but you had to get this part accomplished first.
On to attempt the try. Here's the snap. It's a fake, and the kicker's going to throw it. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The crowd is going to tell you the result of this one. They are into it on this huge 3rd and 3. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. And they're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
The Beavers with the 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Gets it out fast. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Give to the single back. The Beavers are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
And the Beavers are moving quickly down the field. It'll be a draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on to David. Finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Yeah, and not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football. I want to run the clock. The clock is my friend with the lead late in the 4th quarter, inside of a minute. I'm going to keep this ground game going and make you have to look at that clock continue to tick.
You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters. And this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't